So I've not actually looked at this book yet. So this is like first time in it. The Story of Commodore Amiga in Pixels _ It's by Chris Wilkins and Roger M. Kean. It's a hardcover book. It's a Fusion Retro book. I think they've done a few. There's some ISBN information. It's a hardcover book. It's got a dust jacket. Let's have a little look. Same design on the actual cover underneath the dust jacket. There's like a quick look at the spine there. The Amiga was so far ahead of its time that almost nobody, including Commodore's marketing department, could fully articulate what it was all about. Wow, that was in 1994. So let's have a look. What have we got here? A little bookmark. Oh, excellent. That's like one of those, I think it's like one of those, is it a demo? I don't know. Kind of thing you got, spinning balls with music, etc. And then look at this, software failure. Brilliant. Remember when that used to pop up? That was infuriating. To click the left mouse button to continue. I'm going to just put that to one side anyway. Boing. Workbench. Wow, look at that. I love all those kind of fonts you used to get, sort of arcade fonts and 16-bit kind of like continued with that kind of font design, didn't it, in a lot of its games. So this was published in 2017. Some acknowledgements over here. Here's the contents page then. Well, you can see. So let's get cracking. Forward by David Pleasance. There he is, look at that. There is an Amiga. Oh, I just love looking at that. It felt nice. It looked nice. I liked that off-white, kind of creamy, beigey colour. And the keys felt nice. And the best thing was the sound when you put a disc in the drive, the clunky mechanical noise of it being read. Oh yeah. Right, so I don't know how I'm going to tackle this book. I mean, I might just sort of let you, I'm going to just show it off. And if anything particular stands out, I'm going to mention it. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going because there's obviously quite a lot of text in this book. Lots of beardy men. Because it was all about the beards. And the men, to be fair. There's stuff about chips, which doesn't get me overly excited, to be honest. I suppose all you need to know is they've got them. The word chips. Give me a new 64. Wow, look at that. That's a nice photo, isn't it? There's two lights down. Which one was it? One was red and one was green. I think the power was red and the drive was green. Might have got that wrong. So the Amiga 500 launched in 1987. I got one shortly after that. Pestered my mum. Pestered and pestered and pestered until I got one, which was probably, must have been pretty painful for her. But it was good. It kept me quiet for many years. I got into coding. I got into music making and all sorts. It opened lots of mini doors, I suppose, for me, and kept me quiet for many years, kept me off the streets. So it was a good investment for my mum, really. Kept me out of trouble. Anyway, here's some demos. It's talking about the demos were great, weren't they? They really showed off what it could do. Just looks so clunky. That's the Amiga 1000. Deluxe paint. Oh my god. Did I love deluxe paint. It was the first time I think I'd come across a package that let you paint and allegedly said you could get results like that. I mean, I could never paint anything that good, never had the patience or the skill, but the fact that it was possible was very exciting. Long before Photoshop or anything like that. There's the Amiga 2000. Defender of the Crown. Yeah, I remember when that came out. That was pretty awesome. Lots of text, lots of reading in this book. I'm sure it's all fascinating, factual stuff. Amiga 3000? Oh, we're going up, aren't we? I never had one of those. Just at the 500, I think. Team 17, they made some good games. Oh, yes. I got through a lot of joysticks as a Amiga owner. Definitely. The CD TV, Commodore Dynamic Total Vision. CD was the future of gaming, but a lack of vision and dated hardware meant this was a big mistake from Commodore. I don't think this really took off, did it? And I never earned one. Did it even get launched properly? I don't know. Anyway, I never saw one in real life. So now this is the Amiga 500 Plus in 91. Did I have one of these? I can't even remember. I think so. Alien Breed. The Amiga CD32. So this bit seems to be concentrating on the hardware, this chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Look at the graphics. Dangerous Streets, that was called. The Commodore. I didn't realise there were so many different variations. The A1200, Amiga Creatives and Graphics. Is this a bit about PD shareware? Yeah. Alright, a few games, pretty rubbish games to be fair, but they were, one or two of them were released on public domain. And some music as well. There's some really good trackers, mod trackers to create music with. Love doing that. One of the great things about the Amiga. Here's people celebrating, having a good time, being successful. So just keep flicking through here. More people gathering, smiling, celebrating. Oh, yeah. Zool by Gremlin. Remember playing that game and then later going to work at Gremlin, which was rather strange. But there we go. Life is strange. Uridium. Seems to be just some random peppering of games in this book. Is this Worms? Worms, the Director's Cut. That was a good game. The games. Oh, right, hang on a second. I loved the boxes that used to come in. Guess with digital downloads these days, you don't get the box, do you? And the little manual and whatnot. You don't get that. Batman, that was good. As was Whizball. Very hard though, from what I remember. I'm going to just keep flicking through and showing off a few of these games. Barbarian, wow. That was really good. Had to time your attacks. Blood Money, Desert Strike, played all of these. Not sure if I've played First Samurai. Looks pretty good though. Pinball Dreams, oh wow, yeah, those different tables. Nightmare was amazing. Yeah, got some really bad RSI playing that game. Lemmings, that classic. Speedball 2, also classic. Xenon 2 Mega Blast, great soundtrack and amazing graphics. Better than Xenon 1, definitely. Stunt Car Racer, oh my gosh. Sensible Soccer, played a lot of that as well. Defender of the Crown. So I'm just zooming through and having a bit of a foam. I loved Populous, wow. It was a bit like, I'd never played a game like that before. Suddenly you're like having to like build and destroy land, and little people were walking around, and then it all just sort of like, oh, it was brilliant. Yeah. Populous. What was the one after that? Powermonger, that was it. Also very good. Alien Breed, Shadow of the Beast. Awesome side scroller, amazing theme tunes. I went for an interview at Signosis in Liverpool, didn't get the job, which is a bit of a shame, because I really would have liked that. However, I don't know, it was a long way for me to commute at the time, I'm not sure it would have worked really, but you know, it would have been nice to have been offered the job to turn it down. Cannon Fodder, played that a lot as well, what a great game that was. I'm really enjoying this section about the games. Worms, Team 17. Played that a lot at university. On various formats. The Chaos Engine, that had good graphics. It's a shame about the Amiga really. Shame it couldn't have continued a bit longer. Kick-Off 2, brilliant. Super Frog. Team 17 made a lot of games, as did the Bitmap brothers. To be fair, I liked Gods and Godiva, there was another good one by them. The Memoirs, we're in the Memoirs section now. There's Peter Molyneux. Oh, Populous. What's it say about? I'll have to come back and read this. Oh, was that Druid 2? Yeah, Enlightenment Druid 2. That was really good. 2-player game, I seem to remember. Really good. Hard game. Oh yeah, and Spin Dizzy. That was hard. You were like a spinny thing. You had to, well, spin around, I guess. Populous. Wow. A mishmash of graphical pyramids that morphed into a game. Somehow we decided to make the game multiplayer. I really don't know how that happened. Yeah. There's Powermonger. Yeah, you got these like kind of what, like I don't know, were they gods or commanders, all kind of amassing around the edge. Slowly remember that. So many good games. I bet there's loads that aren't even getting a mention in this book as well. But it's a bit of a trip down memory lane, I have to say. Alistair Brimble. He was a good musician, wasn't he? Yeah, and David Whittaker. Yeah. This is a great... Oh, here we go. Look, there's the people I was mentioning all gathering there. This is, if you had an Amiga and you enjoyed playing on that in the, what's it, 90s mainly, then I would recommend getting this. Because it will surely... Oh, Xenophobe. It will surely be a memory lane trip for you too. Now, I remember playing Xenophobe on the Amiga and then going to the arcades one time and actually seeing the arcade version, which I believe was 4-player. And was slightly better, obviously. And probably louder. Codemasters. Bit more cannon fodder. Treasure Island Dizzy, yeah. I tried to make a Dizzy type of game on Amos. It didn't really get very far, wasn't very good. Bit more sensible soccer. I will have to cut. Oh, Arkanoid. Well, what a great game that was as well. Very simple. One of the first games I actually got on the Amiga. But it was good when you could get, if you get a little hole down the side and then get that ball down, dig it, boom, beep, boop, beep, boop, you could have a rest and it would do all kinds of damage up there. It was very satisfying. Yeah. I like the fact they've put some of these adverts in as well. Original adverts. Oh wow. IK Plus. I can hear the music right now. Digga digga ding ding. Digga digga ding ding. Amos, look at that. What did it say? A sophisticated development language with more than 500 commands. It had its own sprite editor and all sorts built in. The creator returned game creation to the back bedroom programmer. Yeah, I mean, you could never really quite make things as good as, you know, I don't think there was a limit to how far you could go with Amos, I think. But I spent many hours, days, weeks, possibly months with a friend trying to make games. Such fun. Most of it was spent debugging, to be honest, and testing. Right, so there's the guys who wrote it. They've done a book about Ocean as well, specifically, and US Gold, those companies. What a great book. I should have to go back and read it properly. Don't forget the bookmark. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time.